is that going to? Okay, so it's not done yet. But yeah, so here we are. We are, make sure this is actually on. Okay, cool. So here we are. We are currently waiting for Magic Legends to download. From what I've seen, it's actually going to be really interesting and really cool. Right now it's going to take a little bit, just as an FYI. So we might be sitting here for a couple of minutes, but at least we're here. So I'm just waiting for that to download. And it looks really interesting. From everything that I've seen about it, it looks like it's going to be really good. I've seen the trailer for it. I've seen, all the individual pictures that everybody's gotten from it. It looks really good, based off the gameplay, that was shown, based off of a lot of the images that are in-game images that are seen. It looks like it's going to be really interesting. You're going to be able to select a character and whether they're going to be able to be part of any one of the five elements in Magic the Gathering. I do play it a lot. I mostly have the physical cards for it, so I haven't actually played the Magic Arena. I would like to. I think it'd be really fun to do, at least a little bit. I'm not too good at Magic, but I try. I play. I have fun. But with Magic Legends, it actually seems like it's going to be really interesting. They give you like 12 different cards to choose from. A lot of them are going to be centered around whatever kind of character, whatever character color you are. And I've seen things for that, for like a necromancer. I've seen things for uh, like having a bunch of fire golems, and with the necromancer is actually really interesting because it actually even shows you the all the different variations of like what's all available. And it just makes it really interesting, because I mean they tell you they're gonna have you're gonna have 12 cards to cycle through. So the easiest way that I can figure that out, it's gonna be kind of like a Clash of Clans, but more like it's gonna be like Clash Royale, I should say, not Clash of Clans. So it's gonna be like Clash Royale, where how it costs a certain amount of mana, or elixir to get the card out, and then the card, has a health time, or has a health bar, and then once a health bar gets destroyed, it dies. Or it has a set timer where it lasts like 30 seconds or until it dies. So I'm going to assume it's something kind of like that. But what I'm also curious about is, obviously you can cycle cards in Clash Royale. So for instance, you can cycle the same 3 or 4 cards. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how well you're going to be able to cycle with this. It is an open beta, so anybody can do it. It is going to be free to play, so even after the open beta, everybody and anybody can still play it, give it a shot. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do. If you go ahead, sign up for the open beta, and then go ahead and download it, it gives you a good couple of bonuses as well. I have a thing right here. It says if you do it if you do it on the Arc platform, which is what the link will take you to, if you do it on that platform, it says it'll get you a cosmetic, bruiser, or mortar skin, 2 drop boosts, and 2 mission boosts. So basically you'll be able to get item boosts a little bit easier, and you'll be able to probably get a little bit more mission XP, or quest XP, or whatever, however they're going to do XP. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that. And then if we do it on the Epic Game Store, which went onto the Epic Game Store, downloaded it, and then it took me to the Arc platform. So I'm now patching it or updating it through the Arc platform, and then I assume once that gets updated, you can actually go and play it. But that says it also grants you a Moorland Ranger, a Werewolf Summon Skin, and 2 more drop boosts. So basically, by just going in for the beta, signing up for the beta, you literally get probably 4 drop boosts, a couple of skins. I mean, so it's I mean it's free to play. You know, if you don't like it, you can always. So if you don't like it, you can always just be like, and delete it, and not too much harm. But it looks like it's gonna be really good. It looks like it's gonna be fun. Uh, that's currently everything that I've seen for it. And it shows you, it highlights which characters, like for the Necromancer, like it highlights it showed a blue ring, highlights those minions that belong to the Necromancer. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens with cycling. Um, I would be very curious to see like what you'd be able to do with that. Essentially, like, are you going to have like 400 like suicide goblins running around? Uh, like, are you going to be able to cycle that? Can you put in the same card um, of like can you put in like 2 or 3 extra golems instead of just like one golem, or is it like, okay, you can only have one golem and you can only have like one goblin type? Um, it's going to be really interesting. From what I'm guessing, it's going to be really customizable, um, versus like the cards and the characters that you can play as. Obviously, they have a couple cosmetics, for for your characters, for summons, probably different skins to make some of your characters or some of your summons maybe look a little different. Um, and who I don't know yet. But I think it's definitely going to be something that's very interesting. I've been looking at it for a while, and we're just like I said, we're just waiting here on the time now. Let's see. I'm also looking on my phone to see if it tells us when it might actually be released. Since it's in open beta, we can assume it'll be at the latest another 3 more months. That'd be at the latest, because if you look at most games, betas or open betas, usually the games get released usually about a month or two after that. Um, just look at like Black Ops 4, for instance. That beta released like literally a month later, or the full game released like a month later or something like that. Um, I mean, look at freaking Doom Eternal. They literally released the part 2 DLC for it, and then like the next day they're like, okay, here's the game. So it's gonna be a little interesting to see what they do, see how they expand it, um, see what they do with characters, see what they do with the cards, how well you can cycle, like how well you build up a big army, um, so on and so forth, and like what works really well, what doesn't. I'm at 33% of the way done. Oh man. And I know you guys can't see anything yet. It's just because I don't have a webcam, and then I don't have the actual game pulled up. So I made sure to only have it on game capture instead of screen capture. So there is that unfortunateness, I guess. But yeah, I figured I'd just stream it on YouTube, make it a little easier to handle for my internet currently, because uh, after a couple minutes of me sitting here doing nothing on my computer, the computer screen will turn off, and then it'll disconnect me from my Wi-Fi. So that's always fun. So let's see. I'm gonna guess it'll be probably another good couple of minutes. If you want to take a break, go eat something real quick, come back, enjoy enjoy a cold one with the boys, spend some time, doing, spending like 40 minutes in the bathroom. We all know what everyone does in there. Uh, so just, whenever you get done with that, whenever you get done with whatever you're doing, we're at 42% currently, so we're just under halfway done. I'm just gonna hang out on my phone and look at memes. Not even gonna lie. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna look at memes. "20 years ago today, Randy Johnson exploded a bird as he was throwing a pitch for baseball. Yeah, for baseball. He was throwing a pitch, a bird came right by and just pow. Hmm. That's interesting. We're at a 62%. But I'm looking on here and it says filled with pride. Uh, LGBTQ obsessed mother beats 7-year-old son uh, because he refused to dress like a girl. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Let's see. Random fun fact: Gordon Ramsay once lost to a prison cook in an onion cutting competition. Ramsay offered him a job at one of his restaurants upon his release. Good for Ramsay. Good guy, Ramsay. Biden administration urges Supreme Court to let cops enter homes and seize guns without a warrant. That sounds like tyrannical power. That sounds like tyrannical abuse. So, that's interesting. That's very interesting to know. Wednesday we'll hear oral argument. Case, okay. But yeah, that seems interesting. That sounds like that's a bunch of BS that they aren't going to allow to be able to do. Let's see, we're at 79% right now. So we got just a little bit longer for it, boys. Hey, 93%. We're getting there. We're building it up. Okay, but like I said, gonna be very interesting to see what happens with any of this. I guess we're gonna find out if you know if how Magic has decided to take the role of it, and how their cycling is gonna be, if they're actually gonna be able to pull off like really crazy things, like a mini army, or maybe you need dead enemies before you can spawn in an army or something. I don't know. There may be you have to beat enemies to get the mana. It's going to be interesting to find out. Okay, here we go. Should be I just clicked play, so we should be all good. After it loads up, I'm just gonna make sure that it is actually recording, just to make sure it's not actually being being a spaghetti, being a donut. Now, let's see here. You'll let it load in. Okay, go ahead and accept. Alright, just to make sure I am actually, okay. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, new Planeswalker. Here we go, select a class. So let's see, Geomancer, red. Magma Fist, punch enemies in front of you with final hit, of this combo grants 2.5 of your maximum health and shield. Volcanic Fury, deal damage to nearby foes, consume an amount of shield that could do 5% of your max health to deal additional damage. Okay, so that's like pretty close to like a tank. Furious Leap, leap forward in short distance, damage, yeah, okay. So that's like a barbarian-esque. I assume this is more like a hunter? No? Okay. Wild Slash, cleave. Rending, throw or hurl an axe to damage and mark foes in front of you. Killing marked foes restores health to me and my companion. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Gives you a good bit of sustain to keep you alive. Wild Boar, heal yourself and your companion instantly, plus an additional amount over 6 seconds. Okay, so that's a pretty good heal. It applies a taunt to nearby foes and gets 2 plus 2 for 6 seconds. That's pretty good actually. So that gives you a little bit of healing. That gives you a good bit of healing. Gives you heal regen and helps you deal more damage. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. Divine Bolt, Bolt of Holy Energy, distant enemies, Wave of Radiance. Create a wave of holy energy dealing damage to enemies caught in the wake. Salvation, gain a devour and count. Gain a devotion counter. You and creatures you control are healed upon receiving 4 devotion 4/4 white angel token with a lifelink for 20 seconds. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Because you get a little companion, it gives you 4/4, so I mean that's pretty good. Let's see. Blue. This is blue. Mind Lash. Blast enemies in front of you with a barrage of energy bolts. Okay, that looked pretty cool. Confound. Deal damage to foes in a cone in front of you. Confuse a random foe that will not be killed in this way for 6 seconds, then stun the rest for 3. That's pretty cool. Illusory escape. I can't speak. Taunt foes with an illusion of yourself and gain increased movement speed. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's like a good way to get away. Black, Necromancer. That's what I figured. Grim Siphon. Lash foes in front of you with your Necromantic Pendulum, dealing damage plus additional damage over 3 seconds. The damage over time effects also heals for 10% of the damage dealt. Okay, so that's really cool. So you'll deal damage and it heals you a little bit. Let's see. Grave Upheaval. Deal damage to foes in an area around target foe, and then create two 1/1 skeleton creature tokens for 30 seconds. At that location, each skeleton still in the battlefield from previous use ability is replaced by a new one. Okay, so you can create two skeletons. So you deal this damage, then you create two skeletons. Okay, so that's what it's showing right there. So yeah, that's the Grim Siphon. That's where the skeletons are. And this last one is Necromantic Aura. Or Mantic Aura. Sacrifices any active skeletons from Grave Upheaval to empower an aura that damages nearby enemies for a short time. So if I have two skeletons up, I can go ahead and get rid of them with that and deal a bunch of damage. That's actually pretty cool. Um, hmm. I I'm thinking of either doing the Beast Collar, the Mind Mage, because that seems pretty cool. It's a really good way to move around. It's a really good way for escape. I think that's actually really cool and interesting. I think that's pretty cool. I'm looking at the abilities right now just to kind of have an idea. And that is really cool too. I think I'm gonna go for the blue. I'm gonna go for blue boy, little boy in blue. Let's see. Okay, so we can kind of change their size, kind of play around with them. Have them. I think that's a yeah. That one's a female. Yeah, but skinny, medium, large female, male, skinny, large, medium, large. We'll just do with the one that's active. Let's see here. Face doesn't change too much. Skin, yeah, sure. Hair. No hair. We'll give them some of that facial hair. Let's see what they got for that. Professor. Give them something like that, a little funny. Bloom as it Ghostwind. Okay, actually, I'm gonna keep Ghostwind. Uh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep that Ghostwind. I think it's cool. We're gonna go and finish. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna check one more time in just a moment, just to make sure that it is actually capturing the screen. Because I just really want to make sure. Because I've been meaning to put out another RimWorld episode. I was actually going to do that today. That was actually the plan, and then I forgot all about this until just now. Until I just until I just seen the thing about it. So I was like, oh yeah, I got to jump right on that. I got to do that. But I was actually going to put up a RimWorld episode. It was going to be episode 3, because I had a slight issue with that, where I thought it was capturing the screen, but it was not. It was capturing a different game, but it was capturing my audio. So I had to delete that, and then I just haven't had a chance to actually go through and make the official second episode, because it was, like I said, it was going to be the third episode that I was going to make, but it wasn't recording. Cool. And then, like I said, I'm just going to make sure that it is actually... Okay, cool. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I was actually getting it. That looked like Ral. That looks like Ral. Yep, Ral. I don't know who she was though. I don't know who she is. I don't see why you would look away, but that's your own fault, dog. You messed up there. Yeah, yeah. Seems accurate. This guy. I think he'd be a little smarter, but I guess not. I guess it's my turn. Let's see. I assume it's click, and then I guess we'll find out from there. Yep. Hold shift key to stay in place. Okay. Use primary attack. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know. My way. Sure. As good as any, I guess. I can walk in front of him. Nah, you just being a baby. He lost that fight. He know okay, so Q. Okay. W. Yep, yep, QW. There we go. That worked. Oh, what did I do? Okay. Okay, time to go. I assume that was for health. That's kind of weird that 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 shift is to stay in place. It's just because Q and W are. I don't know. It's just a little weird. I might change it on my own, I guess. Oh, okay, so I can select them. Okay. Psionic Shatter and Icicle. Let's see, sorcery. Deal 1700 damage to foes in a line. Critical. Deal 50% additional damage to foes affected by control effect. Draw a spell. Icicle. Sorcery. It's control. Deal 706 damage and stun foes for 4 seconds. I think I'm gonna go for that. I think I'm gonna go for that one. Oh, I get both? Okay. Tip 1 or 2 to activate spells. Okay, so... No, I didn't, There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we have a little bit of mana bar. That's kind of interesting. Okay. So what if I do like that? Kind of didn't really work. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yep. So those are health. That's what I thought. And then let's go for 2 to freeze them. I'll do 1 to damage them. There we go. Then we'll do 1 again to freeze. Then we'll go ahead and do 2 to deal some damage. Okay, there we go. Right. It's a little bit laggy. I got probably a little bit of frame drop, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. It's all fixed. Should be good. Right. Or 10. Oh, whoops. 2-stage targeting. Hold button to show target, release button to cast spell. Okay. Or is it... Okay. Freeze him for him. Then go ahead and blast him. There we go. Go ahead and throw a Q down there. There we go. There we go. Good job, Ral. There we go. Just because it has a little bit longer range. Tip each spell as the mana cost displayed. The icon. Okay, I need to read the other one. There we go. Let's pass on that, Chief. There we go. Set our W to run away a little bit. Send our 2 back down the line. There we go. Throw 1 out. There we go. There we go. Okay, Water Elemental. Here we go. DPS 13, health with 1100. Creature elemental on summon, pull nearby foes to its location and knock them down. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You casting a spell removes it from your hand. Okay, so there we go. You know, pick up some health if I need it. There we go. Go ahead and there we go. Oh, cool! I can I have more out. Telestrike, sorcery control. Disorient nearby foes for 8 seconds. Teleport to a target location and then deal 500 damage to nearby foes. Critical deals 100% additional damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. And yep. Cool. So that's actually not too bad. I'm probably gonna change those instead of having them